What if Ferrari decided the world had become too comfortable, too predictable, too safe? What if Maranello chose not to release another hypercar, but instead unleashed a machine designed to erase boundaries, silence competitors, and challenge the very concept of speed itself? This is the 2026 Ferrari F80. Not merely a car, not simply a machine, but a declaration of intent. This is not a traditional review. Consider it a briefing, precise, focused, unapologetic. The Ferrari F80 is not built for casual admiration or quiet collections. It is engineered for individuals who see roads as proving grounds and limits as negotiable ideas. It exists for those who demand total command over motion, power, and control. At its core lies a twin-turbocharged 3.9-liter V8, fused with dual electric motors derived from Ferrari's most advanced motorsport development programs. Together, they produce a staggering 1,200 horsepower. Numbers, however, fail to capture the experience. This is power refined into precision, engineered not for spectacle but for absolute domination. Acceleration from 0 to 60 miles per hour occurs in just 2 seconds. This is not acceleration as most understand it, it is instant displacement. The moment the throttle is engaged, reality compresses. By the time your mind registers movement, the horizon has already shifted. Top speed exceeds 280 miles per hour. At that velocity, driving becomes something else entirely. You are no longer moving across the earth. You are skimming its surface, guided by physics pushed to its outermost limits. Visually, the F80 is not styled to appear fast. It is styled to appear inevitable. The front profile is sharply sculpted, with a low, piercing nose and laser-focused LED lighting that feels more like targeting equipment than illumination. Every surface has been shaped through relentless aerodynamic testing. Nothing exists without purpose. Every line cuts through air with surgical intent. From the side, the stance is low, wide, and aggressive. Carbon fiber bodywork stretches tightly over the chassis, giving the impression of a predator coiled before a strike. The scissor doors rise upward with mechanical precision, revealing not a cabin, but a cockpit. At the rear, form gives way to raw function. Quad-jet-inspired exhaust outlets discharge with controlled violence. An active rear wing deploys dynamically, managing downforce with ruthless efficiency. The thin red LED taillights leave a visual signature that communicates a simple truth: something far faster has just passed through. The F80 rides on forged carbon wheels, 21 inches at the front and 22 at the rear, wrapped in Pirelli tires developed to handle extreme forces normally reserved for motorsport and aerospace applications. These tires do not merely grip the road, they anchor the car to it. Behind them, massive carbon ceramic braking systems deliver immediate, uncompromising stopping power, bringing extreme velocity back under control in moments. Inside, Ferrari abandons traditional luxury. There is no excess, no indulgence. This is a control environment. Carbon fiber reinforced seats secure the driver firmly in place. Alcantara reinforced with advanced materials covers the surfaces. Titanium paddle shifters rest perfectly within reach, offering mechanical certainty with every gear change. A high-resolution head-up display projects real-time performance data directly into the driver's field of view. Multiple digital interfaces monitor power distribution, hybrid deployment, and system performance. This is not about comfort, this is about awareness, total uninterrupted awareness. The sound defines the experience. The V8 produces a deep, aggressive mechanical roar, while the electric motors contribute a sharp, high-frequency intensity. Together, they create a layered, unmistakable acoustic signature. At idle, it feels restrained, controlled. At full throttle, it becomes explosive, resonating through the environment with authority. The Ferrari F80 commands a price of approximately $3 million. This is not a market value, it is an entry threshold. Only 50 units will ever be produced. Ownership does not signify status, it signifies capability. Efficiency is irrelevant here. Fuel consumption is aggressive by design. Range is limited. This machine was never intended for restraint. When performance exists at this level, practicality becomes secondary. Against its cant, Empereres, the most extreme machines from Bugatti, Koenigsegg, and Lamborghini, the F80 does not attempt to impress with excess. It responds with precision. Where others chase records or raw spectacle, Ferrari delivers controlled, purposeful performance. The F80 was not created to participate in competition. It was engineered to conclude it. Ferrari's legacy spans decades of defining speed and performance. From historic icons to modern legends, the brand has consistently shaped the narrative. The 2026 Ferrari F80 is not another evolution. It is a statement, crafted in carbon fiber, engineered through discipline, and driven by absolute intent. This is not about winning races, it is about redefining presence, redefining fear, redefining what performance truly means. The Ferrari F80 is not simply a hypercar, it is a message, delivered at full speed. This machine does not ask for attention, it commands it. When the Ferrari F80 arrives, conversations stop, instincts sharpen, and expectations reset. It does not rely on nostalgia or brand loyalty, it relies on presence, on the unspoken understanding that something exceptional has entered the space. Driving it is not an act of transport, it is an act of intention. Every input, steering, throttle, braking, is answered with immediate calculated response. There is no hesitation, no softness, no delay. The chassis communicates constantly, transmitting information through the wheel, the seat, and the pedals with absolute clarity. You are not insulated from the experience. You are integrated into it. At high speed, stability becomes almost surreal. The aerodynamic systems actively adjust in real time, pressing the car into the surface as velocity climbs. The faster it goes, the more composed it becomes. Where most machines begin to feel nervous, the F80 grows calm, confident, precise. It behaves not like a vehicle fighting physics, but like one that has negotiated terms. Cornering forces reach levels that challenge human perception. Lateral grip is relentless, holding the line with mathematical certainty. The steering is razor-sharp yet never frantic. It does not overwhelm the driver, it elevates them. It demands focus, rewards discipline, and exposes hesitation instantly. This is where the F80 separates itself. It is not built to flatter. It is built to reveal. Every mistake is returned without mercy. Every correct decision is amplified. The car does not dominate the driver, it mirrors them. Weak inputs produce weak results. Confident control unlocks extraordinary performance. On track, the hybrid system becomes a strategic weapon. Electric torque fills every gap, eliminating delay and sustaining momentum through corners and straights alike. Power delivery is seamless, relentless, and endlessly accessible. There is no drama in how it deploys force. Only effectiveness, heat management, often the silent limiter of extreme machines, is handled with obsessive engineering. Cooling channels are integrated invisibly throughout the body, directing airflow with surgical precision. Even under prolonged stress, the F80 remains composed, its systems operating within optimal thresholds as if punishment were part of the design brief. And when the drive ends, when the engine settles and the systems fall silent, something unusual happens. The experience lingers, not as adrenaline alone but as clarity. You realize this was not excess for the sake of spectacle. It was purpose made real. The Ferrari F80 is not designed to be daily driven, casually admired, or comfortably explained. It exists outside normal categories. It represents what happens when engineering is allowed to pursue a singular objective without compromise. This is not about lifestyle. It is not about status. It is not about comfort. It is about mastery, of speed, of control, of intent. The F80 does not chase relevance. It defines it. It does not seek approval. It delivers inevitability, and it does not ask who is ready. It simply arrives and leaves the answer behind.